So he's asking two questions. What is the iddah for this woman? How long does she have to basically be in iddah until she can remarry someone else again? What is her iddah? And secondly, do I have to give her the $1,000 that we agreed upon as mahr, even though we divorced only after doing the nikah and we never were even alone together? Do I have to give her that $1,000 that we agreed upon regarding the mahr? So it's basically a two-part question. First part of the question, he's asking what is her iddah? How long is her iddah supposed to be? And the answer to this question is actually she has no iddah at all in this type of situation because of the fact that the marriage was not consummated. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِذَا نَكَحْتُمُ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ ثُمَّ طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَن تَمَسُّوهُنَّ فَمَا لَكُمْ عَلَيْهِنَّ مِنْ عِدَّةٍ تَعْتَدُّونَهَا. And this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and He is addressing the people who believe, O you who believe, when you marry the believing women and then you divorce them before touching them. And the Mufassirin have mentioned touching here is regarding to actually consummating the marriage. So if you married someone, you did the nikah, إِذَا نَكَحْتُمُ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ, meaning you did the nikah, but you did not consummate the marriage and you divorce the woman before consummating the marriage. And that's the situation in this case. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا لَكُمْ عَلَيْهِنَّ مِنْ عِدَّةٍ تَعْتَدُّونَهَا, that there's no iddah in this situation. So even if this situation happened and the husband divorced the wife before consummating the marriage, then if the next day she wanted to marry someone else, then it would be permissible for her to do that. There's no iddah for her in this type of a situation because of the fact that the marriage has not been consummated. So that's the answer to the first part of the question, no iddah. The second part of the question, do I have to give her the $1,000? All right, so if you agreed upon that mahr of $1,000 and then you divorced her before consummating the marriage, then you have to give her half of that amount. If it's after consummating the marriage, then you have to give her the full amount. If the marriage was consummated and then you divorced her, then you owe her that full amount. But if the divorce happened before the consummation of the marriage, there's no iddah. And secondly, you have to give her half of the mahr. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَإِن طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ مِن قَبْلِ أَن تَمَسُّوهُنَّ وَقَدْ فَرَضْتُمْ لَهُنَّ فَرِيضَةً فَنِصْفُ مَا فَرَضْتُمْ. That if you divorce them before touching them, if you divorce them before consummating the marriage, so you did the nikah, but the marriage was not consummated and the husband divorced the wife, and you have agreed upon a mahr was agreed upon, and in this case is $1,000. وَقَدْ فَرَضْتُمْ لَهُنَّ فَرِيضَةً, and you have agreed upon a mahr for her. In this situation, فَنِصْفُ مَا فَرَضْتُمْ, then you have to give her half. You have to give her half of the mahr that was agreed upon. But if she forgoes this right, if she says like, no, I don't need anything, then you can keep it, it's fine. فَنِصْفُ مَا فَرَضْتُمْ إِلَّا أَن يَعْفُونَ أَوْ يَعْفُوَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ عُقْدَةُ النِّكَاحِ وَأَن تَعْفُوا أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. So, basically if the wife agrees to forego this and she says, no, you can keep your $1,000, then you can keep it. But if she wants to take her right, then it is her right that you have to give her half of that. You have to give her $500 in this situation because the agreed upon amount was $1,000 and you divorced her before consummating the marriage, so you have to give her half of that amount, which would be $500 in this case. So these are basically some of the rules regarding divorce before consummation of the marriage. So it's a little bit different than divorce after the consummation of the marriage, right? There's no iddah if a divorce happens before the marriage is consummated, and the mahr that you have to give is half of what you have agreed upon in that situation. So these are some of the differences regarding the rules when a divorce takes place before consummation compared to when a divorce takes place after the consummation of the marriage. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallahu feekum. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Yeah, they didn't have any relationship.